The Philippines' original Light Rock Radio, 96.3 W Rock. Have a fantastic Wednesday to Yvonne Ducklad and her BFF Eva Abelia from Mingla. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bill Please. It's episode 74 today, July 23, 2025. And I'm broadcasting live here on the 20th floor of Golden Peak Hotel, Cebu City, and we are live on our Facebook page, 96.3 W Rock, also live on Instagram and on TikTok. Our sponsors, Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, or PAGCOR, and also Freshman Masculine Wash. Thank you so much for joining me. And the episode 74 topic is the OFWs. Overseas Filipino worker is a term used to refer to Philippine migrant workers with Filipino citizenship who reside in another country for a limited period of employment. An overseas Filipino worker, or OFW, holds a valid Philippine passport or a Philippine travel document, and he or she lives and works in another country, typically on a temporary basis. Some OFWs watching Bill Please right now, those who are also tuning in to us, and thank you so much. And this topic is for you. And of course, sa mga pamilya who's got an OFW outside the country. Thank you so much for light rocking. The Philippines has long been recognized as a major exporter of skilled labor, with millions of OFWs spread across the globe. Ang daming mga OFWs dito sa ating mundo. Millions of them are spread across the globe, and while their salaries may vary based on country, specialization, or experience, Pinoys, the OFWs, often earn significantly more abroad than in their native land. What you can do now is you can write on the comment section on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Maybe you'd like to send a shout out to an OFW, a beloved member of the family who may be working in Saudi Arabia, in Canada, in the US, in Europe. Feel free to do so. And they are called modern-day heroes. Bagong bayani ang ating mga OFWs. Modern-day heroes, a great title tagged to all OFWs around the world because they are heroes who left their families and beloved country just to earn a better income to support their family and loved ones. Bagong bayani, referring to these workers. Former President Corazon Aquino coined the phrase Bagong bayani in 1988. The OFWs, modern-day heroes. Salamat sa hard work, salamat sa dedication, and salamat sa inyong love for your family whom you left behind just to find employment there wherever you may be. We're live now on Facebook and gotta go and read a comment here from Mary Rose Tinapay. Hi, DJ Billy, listening to you now. Napoleon Tinapay and family. Joyce Santos, watching from Phoenix, Arizona, USA. Joyce, thank you for viewing, and I hope that you are enjoying your life there in the U.S. June Soria, hi DJ Billy, been listening to you here in Dipolog City through Radio Garden site. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Why do Filipinos go abroad to work? What are the reasons kung bakit ang mga OFWs nagtatrabaho sa labas? But before that, while overseas Filipino workers are covered by the Social Security System, or SSS, land-based OFWs are specifically classified as self-employed for SSS purposes. And this means they are responsible for both the employer and employee portions of their SSS contributions. And seed-based OFWs, on the other hand, have their contributions covered by their manning agencies, who are considered their employers. Bakit nagiging OFW ang isang Filipino? Overseas Filipino workers primarily work abroad for economic reasons. economic reasons. Magtatrabaho sa labas ng bansa para makakita ng pera, seeking better financial opportunities and a higher quality of life. This is the dream of fathers, the breadwinners. They want to earn better financially, and they also want to have higher quality of life. Because medyo mahirap sa Pilipinas, they choose to leave the country and work abroad for economic reasons. Usually, mo magini ang rason nga nung mo trabaho sa gawas. Another reason for becoming an OFW, higher salaries. Magkano sweldo mo dito sa Pilipinas? Karamihan, okay lang siguro, pero if you become an OFW, salary can be much higher. Many OFWs find that the wages offered in other countries, even for seemingly lower skilled labor, construction worker, mga ganon, mga plumbers, welders, are significantly higher than what they could earn in the Philippines, making it easier to save money and improve their financial situation. Another reason why a Pinoy becomes an OFW, financial stability. Working abroad can provide a pathway to financial stability. Ingon din na silang, ay mo abroad ko kay mas dako ang sweldo nga to. Kay gusto na ako usab ni akong balay. Gusto kong i-improve itong bahay ko. Kaya mag-abroad na lang ako para kumita ng mas malaki para naman maging maganda ang buhay ko sa Pilipinas. Alright, live tayo sa Instagram, live tayo sa TikTok, and live tayo sa Facebook. Someone sent us stars, 10 stars. Stephanie LVR, hello DJ Billy, be my background music while working. Thank you for the 10 stars. Maraming salamat, Stephanie. Eileen Marie Enriquez, hi DJ Billy, watching from Perth, Australia. Thank you so much for the support. Judy Gumalo, good day, Billy. And June Soria, hi, DJ. Thank you so much. EJ Pin, good morning, DJ Billy, as well as the listeners of W Rock. Good evening and greetings from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Musta na mudiha? Hope all is well. All is well, despite the not-so-good weather here in the country. Another reason why a Filipino wants to work abroad to become an OFW is the remittances. OFWs send significant amounts of money back to the Philippines, which helps their families and contributes to the Philippine economy. So we salute these OFWs who have made some great economic contributions din sa ating bansa. Not only do they help their families, but they help the country as well. Thank you. Instagram viewers, hi to you. UR or UT? UR _ Nonami. OFW here. Cebu. Dako sweldo. Dako sadi kaayo gasto dire. Well, that's good. That's good to know. So you are Nonami. I just hope that you will have a beautiful life there. And thank you for your hard work. Another reason why Pinoys choose to work abroad as an OFW, Philippines has faced challenges with unemployment and underemployment, leading many to seek opportunities abroad. So, kaya nga, yung iba, nahihirapan makakita ng work dito sa Pilipinas, work na gusto nila, so they decide to choose a job that pays well outside the country. Another reason why they like to work abroad, career advancement. That is a good reason to become an OFW. Some OFWs, they seek jobs abroad for career advancement. They would say, so they go abroad to work. And another reason is professional development and to gain new skills and experience. Another good reason why someone can become an OFW. Certain professions like nursing, nursing and other healthcare roles may have more opportunities and obviously higher pay in other countries. Nakakaingit. Sometimes we learn from from a batchmate or from a friend who has left the country to work abroad, and we know that per hour, ganito kalaki ang matatanggap nila, libo-libo, dolyares or pesos, if it's converted per hour, ilang dolyares yan, compare sa pay po ng mga nurses here in the Philippines, so malaki po ang difference. Another reason why OFWs have their work there outside the country, supporting families. OFWs often work abroad to provide for their families' basic needs. They want to work outside the country because they like to send money for the children who want to finish college, kung gusto makapagtapos ng pag-aaral nila, they work outside para naman masustentuhan yung mga needs ng mga anak. And they also go abroad to work for a brighter future. Many OFWs make the difficult decision to work abroad with the goal of creating a better future for themselves and their children. Dream po ng mga magulang na ang kanilang anak ay lalaki na hindi naghihirap. So a dad or a mom or both parents may choose to leave the country to become OFWs. And another reason for people to become OFWs, better living conditions. Some OFWs may seek better living conditions, such as improved infrastructure, public services, and safer environment, which may be lacking in the Philippines. Another reason why someone chooses to work as an OFW, for adventure and new experiences. For some, working abroad offers an opportunity to experience new cultures, travel, and broaden their horizons. They work in Canada, in New Zealand, in the States, in Europe, in the UK, in the Middle East, in Southeast Asia, wherever. One reason why they become an OFW, not only for financial reasons, but they also want to gain new experiences and for some new adventures. Thank you so much. Gotta say thank you to Efren Batobalonas and also to Nina Emilius and also to Chris Ursano for their help again this Wednesday morning in my show, Bill Plays. Maraming salamat rin kay Mr. Anthony Tusi and Strobs Adriel there in Manila. Thank you also for the great ideas and support. Tai Han, actually she is Ruth. I got to learn that her name is Ruth. Ruth sent 10 stars. Thank you for the appreciation. Shout out to my sisters in Dubai and my sweet cousins in New Zealand. And bisan lagyo mi sa among parents, we still find time to check them through Facebook. Ruth and family and loved ones, may God bless you even more. Thanks for writing. Mihel Sardina, watching Bill Plays on TikTok. Your Topaz girl, narinig ko, boses mo, parang nasa Cebu pa rin ako. So namimiss mo na rin ang Cebu. I hope nga you can come back here maybe for a week or 2 or even a month. Enjoy. And let me continue. Ano ba ang mga top 10 or mga top jobs abroad for OFWs? May survey na ginawa sa this year. But I'll be back after this break. And again, this is brought to us by Pagcor and Freshman Masculine Wash. Bill Please, episode 74, continues after this break. Light time is 10:14. You know what's up there? Sarap. All right. Top 10 in-demand jobs abroad for OFWs in 2025. Written by Digido Financial Writers Team. So if you want to work abroad, if gusto mong maging OFW, ito ang top 10. Number 1, healthcare professionals. Number 1, good, no? Nurses. Naghahanap ng mga Pinoy nurses abroad. Doctors, Pinoy physical therapists, and medical technologists. Laki ng sweldo. You know? That's why many people here in the country, they want to take the nursing course, They want to finish a medical course because they want to leave the country para mag-work abroad kay dako sa kayong sweldo. Ang laki ng sweldo po ng mga nurses at mga doctors outside the country. Another top in-demand job for OFWs, education professionals, mga English teachers, yan, English teachers, STEM teachers, and special education teachers. Number 3, hospitality-related jobs. Marami naghahanap ng mga waiter, ng mga bartenders. Di ba sa mga cruise ship na, di ba? Front desk and concierge staff, chefs and cooks, hotel managers and supervisors, bartenders, baristas, housekeeping staff. Mag-HRM gila ng ubang mga estudyante dito. HRM, na sila para maka-work sa hospitality-related jobs abroad. Ang engineers, di ay, nakong sweldo. Ang laki ng sweldo ng mga engineers abroad. That's number 4 sa top 10. Engineers, civil, ECE, mechanical, software engineers, environmental engineers. This survey was conducted actually this year, 2025. So again, nag-una yun, nanguna po ang healthcare professionals, followed by education professionals, hospitality-related jobs, and engineering work. Hello, everybody, and we're back. Episode 74 of Bill Please. And live po tayo sa Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thank you, Pagcor. Thank you so much to Freshman Masculine Wash. Sa mga OFWs na nakikinig sa Bill Please at sa mga nanonood ng Bill Please, all the best to you and God bless. All right. Thank you, thank you. Ronel Espina, good morning, DJ Billy, watching from Manila. Kahit tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ulan dito, still hoping na gumanda na muli ang panahon dito. Yes, I just hope that the weather will vastly improve in the coming days. Lim Canonigo, good. I'm watching from Hong Kong. Hello to my family there in Minglanilla. Uy, napulite. Are you an OFW, Lim Canonigo? Susan Ize, of course, from Japan. Hello po to all avid watchers of Bill Please, and to you, Sir Billy, staff of 96.3 W Rock Cebu. God bless you all. Shout out to all OFWs all over the world. Ingat always. That's coming from Susan Ize. Lechok Blames, or Blames. Lechok Blames. Never forget DJ Billy. Katong palpak nila ang zero remittance sa mga supporters. I never mind. Carl Hernandez, sir, shout out all the way here in Pangasinan. Thank you, thank you. No nami, gimingaw na ko si Buddha. Ulin lagi din no nami. Super Big Brand. Hello to you, TikTok viewers, Jade Cruz and Joe Rodriguez. Christina Yatar Kremen, Instagram viewer, Johnson Meta07, and Ross Cercado. Actually, I'm enumerating now the top 10 in-demand jobs abroad for OFWs for year 2025. So number 1 talaga is healthcare professionals, nurses, doctors, and also physical therapists in demand. Top in demand talaga itong healthcare professionals abroad. Followed by education professionals, followed by hospitality-related jobs and engineering. And the next is general work, another in-demand job. Housekeeping, being a nanny, being a driver and cook and elderly caregivers. Yes, hanggang ngayon, nasa top 5 pa rin ang caregiving as a top job abroad. IT professionals at number 6. Construction workers, nasa top 7 ang construction workers in demand job para sa mga OFWs. Aircraft maintenance comes at number 8. Number 9, architecture and design, and number 10 po, entertainers. If you want to work abroad as an entertainer, in demand pa rin po ang musicians and singers, dancers, actors, and variety show performers. But, meron po mga disadvantage sa pagiging OFW. Hindi po maganda palagi ang buhay ng isang OFW. Number 1, due to homesickness and loneliness. Homesickness, namimiss mo na yung home, namimiss mo na yung pamilya who you left behind dahil nagtatrabaho ka sa labas ng bansa. Loneliness, this can surely, and this will surely hit you when you are there, far from your family. Separation from family and loved ones can lead to intense feelings of homesickness, loneliness, and isolation. Na hindi ka naman makakauwi agad-agad because you had signed a contract. 2 years, 3 years abroad. Pwede siguro, no? If you can, have a deal that you can have a vacation in your first 6 months. Hopefully. You also get to miss family events. Nasa abroad yung tatay, hindi maka-attend sa graduation ng anak, hindi maka-attend, possibly, di ba? Hindi maka-attend sa kasal ng anak. Or if a family member in the Philippines has died, kung may namatayan po kayong family member, nasa abroad, may ibang tao na hindi makakauwi to be with the bereaving family. Another disadvantage, mental health issues. Studies have shown that OFWs, especially daw yung mga babae, they can experience mental health problems like stress, anxiety, and depression due to the pressures of work and separation from family. More emotional kasi ang babae kaysa lalaki. So, madaling ma-miss ang mga anak, madaling ma-miss ang pamilya. So, yun. And na timing pa na may masungit na employer, yun. Sinisigawan. Anong sinasabunutan yung OFW? Yung tinatadyakan, mga ganon. At hindi binabayaran sometimes. Late yung pagbabayad ng employer sa OFW. Another disadvantage is difficulty adjusting to new cultures. Yes, Muslim countries, may mga OFWs doon. Sometimes they find it difficult to deal with Muslims in certain countries. Parental absence for children. When both parents, ito, ang pait-pait, both parents are OFWs. Ang ama, OFW, Saudi Arabia. Ang ina, andun sa Hong Kong, nag-DH, na domestic helper. Children may experience the absence of parental guidance and support, potentially leading to emotional and behavioral problems. May dalawang anak, 3 kids, iniwan ng mga magulang, dahil OFW yung mga magulang. So, sinong nagbabantay? Sinong nagre-rear? It could be tiya, or it could be lola, or it could be just a friend. Iba pa rin kung mga ina at ama ang nag-aariga. Exploitation and abuse. Another disadvantage which OFWs will have to deal with. Some OFWs face exploitation, abuse, and unfair treatment from employers. And at times you read news concerning this. Lower salaries and unfavorable working conditions. OFWs may be offered lower salaries, different job roles, or less favorable working conditions than promised. This is really good. Bait kayo. They promise you a big salary, and then you only realize and learn that you're just getting this. Language barriers and cultural differences. Another disadvantage of being an OFW. Job insecurity and instability. Some OFWs experience job insecurity, contract terminations, or difficulty finding new employment opportunities and integration in the workplace. Meron pa ring health risk. Health risk. OFWs may face health risk related to their work environment. Mga mina siguro, yung mga nagwo-work sa mga minahan, yung mga welders, exposed sila sa work environment na hindi talaga, may mga hazardous materials, accidents, or lack of access to adequate health care. Financial instability na experience din ito ng mga OFWs. Despite higher potential earnings, some OFWs struggle with financial instability due to debt, unexpected expenses, or the high cost of living in their host countries. And besides, there are OFWs na nahihirapan mag-save ng money na kasi naninibago sa malaking sweldo. Gasto. And they find it hard to really save sufficient money. Sa country natin, kung marami nang mag-abroad, yung mga magagaling, there was what we call the brain drain. The migration of skilled workers can lead to a shortage of qualified professionals in the Philippines, impacting the country's development. Hello to our viewers on TikTok, on Instagram, also on Facebook. The best cineas in the world. Joy Santos. Is this true? 99 stars?
Yes.
One more star para 100. We're so thankful, Joyce. Thank you for this 99 stars. Wow. We're so glad. Instagram viewer, Christina Yatar Kramen. Hi, DJ Billy. Good morning. Watching in Marikina City. Super ganda ng voice mo. Super ganda ng comment mo. Thank you, Christina, for appreciating my voice. Napabadiri? Ana. So let me now go back to the OFW topics. Episode 74, brought to us by Pagcor and Freshman. I like to make mention sa mga naging very successful na mga OFWs. Meron ba mga naging successful na OFW? Yes, according to DTI Negosyo Center, there was a Jenilyn Arroyo, started as an OFW in Taiwan. Jenilyn Arroyo returned to the Philippines and launched a successful bubble tea business. Nagka-bubble tea business siya with multiple branches. And there's also Peter Ramores, transitioned from a mechanic in Saudi Arabia to become a real estate magnate after gaining experience and rising through the ranks to become a foreman, senior mechanic, and supervisor, according to Balik Bayad. Mirna Padilla worked in several countries as a domestic helper, then learned to use computers and started a virtual assistant business offering various services. So kayo mga OFWs, if you have enough money, of course, magbibigay kayo ng pera sa pamilya nyo at sa magkakaroon ng business, mag-save pa rin po kayo para sa pag-uwi ng Pilipinas, meron po kayong malaking negosyo or business. Married to Colin, hello sir, watching here in Australia. I'm sure we have OFWs there in Australia as well. Victor Esmeris is a retired architect from Saudi Arabia. He developed a nature farm in his hometown in Laguna, which became a popular agri-tourism spot. There are successful OFWs, and there are not so successful OFWs. At meron din mga OFWs po na hindi po nila minanage na mabuti ang kanilang mga finances, kaya wala po silang masave. So please do save your money and use your money wisely. Have you heard of Flor Contemplacion? Flor Contemplacion, the domestic helper who was executed in Singapore in 1995. She was a Filipina DH, was executed in Singapore after being convicted of murdering a fellow Filipino maid, and a movie was made about her life there in 1995, directed by Joel Amangan and starred by Nora Honor, the national artist. Edmund Lopez, good morning, DJ Billy. OFW, modern day heroes. That is so true. Bagong bayani, tinuod jud sir, homesickness jud ang katapat, dayon food cravings. Oh yeah, food cravings. You miss many Pinoy food. Inuunan. Your employers don't like you to cook inuunan. Sa inyong lugar, maybe sa States or maybe in the UK, because they're not used to the smell and the look and the taste of some of our Filipino dishes. This is Billy and Bill. Please. Bill, please. Bill, please. Bill, please. To all the OFWs who are viewing, Bill, please, and those who are listening to us, God bless you. God bless your health, and God bless your relationship with your family despite the very, very long distance. Thank you, OFWs, our modern day heroes. Kayo po ang bagong bayani. Bill, please, will return next Wednesday. And thank you, Pagcor. Thank you, Freshman. Thank you, everybody, for viewing. Goodbye.